scientists will be discussing about one of the most interesting saltwater aquatic ecosystems in Thailand, the coral reef.
I, as an environmental scientist and a biologist, will be talking about abiotic and biotic factor.
I, as an ecologist, will be talking about the problems faced.
And I am the conservation scientist who will discuss the solutions to the problems presented.
In Thailand, coral reefs take up an area of 153 kilometers squared, with 80 kilometers squared in the west or in the Andaman Sea. In provinces such as Prachuap Khiri Khan, Chumphon, Surat Thani, and Nakhon Sing Thammarat, and another 72 kilometers squared in the east or in the Gulf of Thailand, in provinces such as Chonburi, Rayong, Chanthaburi, and Trat. Interestingly, there are more than 300 species of coral in Thailand. Next, Mew, an environmental scientist, will be talking about abiotic factors.
I, as an environmental scientist, love studying and researching about abiotic factors. First of all, abiotic factors are the non-living factors that influence and affect the ecosystem. In this case, the most significant abiotic factors in coral reefs is, well, obviously, water. Water in coral reefs is approximately between 23 to 29 degrees centigrade. Its salinity for the base for the corals is at 27% to 40%. Coral reefs are located no more than 60 meters deep, very shallow of course. Tides and waves should be moderate amount. If too many tides and waves, the biotic factors in the coral reefs would not have enough food for them to produce energy. If too little tides and waves, there will be no cooling system from the heat of the sun to the coral reefs. Since coral reefs are located in shallow waters, light is another crucial abiotic factor for the ecosystem. Light is used by algae to produce their energy. However, light itself is not enough for algae to produce their energy. They also use nutrients, which is also another crucial abiotic factor to produce energy. Unnecessarily, sediments of rocks and other small particles such as sand is also very vital, because coral reefs would find these sediments as their home. Apparently, I'm also a biologist. Anyways, biotic factors are the counterpart of abiotic factors. Biotic factors basically are the living factors that influence and affect the ecosystem. In this case, in coral reefs, there are large varieties of organisms. First and foremost, as I spoke about earlier, algae play a tremendous role in coral reefs. They produce food for other organisms. For example, they produce food mostly for corals. There are many different types of algae. Some of the algae are chemoautotrophs, some are autotrophs with photosynthesis. With this information, it is safe to say that algae are the producer in this biome. Moving on to the consumer, also known as heterotrophs. The most common consumers are zooplanktons, so for instance, copepods, gastropods, and sea urchins. Zooplanktons use algae as their food source to gain energy. Other notable consumers including turtles and crabs, and etc. There are also consumers that consume other consumers, for easier word, carnivores. For example, squids and octopi. Finally, the decomposers. The decomposers are very critical for the existence of the coral reefs. In this case, bacteria are the decomposers. They decompose dead organisms and produce nitrogen, which is also an essential nutrient in the abiotic factor. Owen, the ecologist, is going to explain to you about the problems with the coral reefs in Thailand.
As an ecologist, the three main problems I'll be discussing are about global warming, ocean acidification, and human threats. Perhaps the most serious problems related to corals is the warming of waters. Temperature rises up due to global warming, causing the relationship between the symbiotic algae to end. Corals are habitat to algae, while algae provides food and gives coral its color. However, Algae cannot survive through to high temperatures, so the colors of the corals are washed away, resulting in bleached corals. Importantly, if the temperature rises for too long, the algae will not be able to recover, which also gives the diseases to corals. Another serious problem related with corals is about ocean acidification. Many carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere and is absorbed by seawater, causing the ocean to become more acidic. These acidic conditions result in coral skeletons, which make up the structure of the reef and make it harder for corals to grow. Additionally, human threats is also another huge problem associated with coral reefs. These coral reefs conditions are aggravated due to overfishing. Moreover, many sea organisms are taken out of the ecosystem to serve as aquarium pets. Furthermore, many harmful substances, such as cyanide, is added into water to catch fish more easily. However, these substances pollute the water, resulting in an unhealthy habitat. Next, Lewis, a conservation scientist, will be discussing about the solutions to these problems.
Hopefully, there is always a solution to any problem. I, the conservation scientist, insist that we human beings can save coral reefs from those problems, but with real effort from the government and determination from the people. The first problem, global warming, is a worldwide concern that causes more than coral bleaching. There have been many attempts to solve this problem seriously. For example, the Paris Agreement aims to keep the increase of the global average temperature below 2 degrees Celsius. New technologies to reduce carbon dioxide emission, the main cause of global warming, are developing. For instance, one option is to use renewable energy supply, such as hydrogen-powered car. Another option might be recycling garbage, such as plastic or glass. The second problem, acidification, is caused by excessive carbon dioxide emission. So what's the solution? Reduce carbon dioxide emission. The solution is, well, by the way, quite similar to global warming. What about human threats? That's what we have to realize and stop destructing the coral reefs directly. On fishing, laws should be enforced more strictly so fishermen may use greener ways of fishing. On tourism, ecotourism should be promoted to make people realize the danger faced by this ecosystem. Practically, we shouldn't take anything back home from nature, just admire it by our own eyes. That leads us to the conclusion. Coral reefs are a part of the glorious beauty of Thailand, especially in the southern region. However, we are destroying them by our own hands, both directly and indirectly. Global warming, acidification, and human threats are all major problems that are challenging this ecosystem. It is everyone's duty to protect it. There are many little things that you can do to help conserve this ecosystem and the world as a whole. Ride a bike, shop with cloth bags, do ecotourism. Whatever you can do to help, do it now. Thank you.